Hello, guys. Welcome to the new session of Willowise. And today we have a guest with us, Mr. Sanjeev Sate. Mr. Sanjeev Sate comes with us he's joining us from Pune. And
No,
welcome,
I'm
sir.
I'm joining you from Patna, mate.
From Patna. Oh, sorry, from
I'm from
Patna.
Pune.
He's traveling
But I'm
right now.
sitting in-
Oh, he's traveling right now. He's joining us from Patna, and he's like all of us, a great cricket fan. और ये फैंस का ही चैनल है और इस चैनल में वी वेलकम यू सर एंड आई हैव बीन टोल्ड दैट ही हैज ट्रेमेंडस नॉलेज ऑन क्रिकेट एंड भीष्म पितामह ऑफ क्रिकेट फैंस भी है वो सो वेलकम सर
In
थैंक
fact,
यू फॉर एनकरेजिंग अस यस
just to
अनुपम
add,
please.
he has his
Well,
own cricket magazine as well. He comes out with his own cricket magazine. So just last month, the issue which came out, it was given to Mr. Solkar's son, Mr. Ignaz
it was
Solkar.
it was actually given to quite a lot of people. Shantanu Sugwekar, who I think, barring Yashasvi and Sarfaraz, he tops the first class averages in Indian cricket. So Shantanu
Wow,
Sugwekar inaugurated it.
wow, very nice.
So we keep giving it to a lot of people. Sunil
Right,
Gavaskar
right.
had sent a letter of praise and all that.
So basically, today we start with the news, and the latest news is that it is confirmed now that Mr. Rohit Sharma will not be joining the team in the first test. So we have
Correct.
two force changes. First, Mr. Rohit Sharma is not playing, and we have an injury in Shubham Gill. He will not be playing with us, so we will be filling up two positions. तो एक पोजीशन तो
So
फिलअप करनी ही थी, तो अब दूसरी भी फिलअप करनी है. आई थिंक इट्स अ ब्लेसिंग इन डिसगाइज. वी आर सर्चिंग फॉर एन ओपनर एंड नाउ वी विल गेट एन ओपनर. प्रोबेबली वी गेट अ गुड ओपनर, अ टेस्ट
and
The
we'll
ओपनर.
get.
opener is going to be KL Rahul only, as far as I'm concerned. So KL
No,
Rahul ही open
Abhimanyu is
करेंगे.
in great nick actually. Abhimanyu should be opening, is what I and all of us cricket fans think. But I don't know, our opinions are not valid.
No, but it's okay. I think KL Rahul, we have discussed earlier also. KL Rahul is better poised to play down the order. I don't think that
Exactly.
he should open.
Who will come at number three? I think Padikkal has been asked to stay back.
Yeah.
So either Padikkal or Jurel. I don't know between
Yeah,
the
they
two.
will have to push somebody up. Even Virat Kohli can come up, but being a star batsman, so he will put his foot down and play at two down because that's where all star batsmen want to play,
No, I
and
don't think so. That will be the right move.
more
Keeping
so
him
in
at number three.
Australia.
No, no, I don't think so. That will be the right move.
Yeah,
He's always played at number four, and that's the position he should be coming in. So Jurel and Padikkal, in my opinion,
right.
could be the number three.
Right. Let us see. We will talk about it again in coming days. So right now we will go back to the history of India Australia clashes, and we will start with India versus Australia 1947. And Sanjeev sir will take us to why this series were very important. Sanjeev sir, to you sir.
See, this is a very significant series in the Indian cricket history. Not only because it was the first tour to Australia. Australia was the first opponent apart from England against whom India played Test cricket. The same year, India also went on to play with the West Indies and then uh, many other countries. But this series, I mean, if you may allow me to talk at a bit of length,
Yeah, yeah.
India lost, India lost the Test series 4-0, is what most of us remember. But Indians did show a lot of pluck, they showed a lot of uh, fight rather. And it was in the first class matches, India had won two matches by an innings. One was against Victoria and the other was against South of Australia. South of Australia had a very decent attack. Clary Grimmett was there. Victoria is a very strong regional team. And then India lost to the weaker team, Western Australia, Perth, I mean, where the match is being played. So two victories by an innings, and a very narrow loss by 6 runs. So India had started the tour well. But what happened in the test matches is a different story altogether, because Australia scored 382. Bradman, his customary century. It was incidentally Bradman's last home series. So Bradman started it with a bang, scored 185 undefeated runs. And India, both innings put together, could not top that. India were out for 58 and 98. And in the first innings, Ernie Toshak, who was a tier A fast bowler for Australia, he took 5 wickets for the meager cost of 2 runs. So that was the kind of batting display India had shown. It's not new for Indians to get out at double digits in Australia, as we all know. Then what happened is the second match, the second test, it was a bit evenly poised, and it was then sadly what had happened is India in the first inning scored 188. It was a very difficult pitch to bat on. It was in Sydney. Fadkar made his first 50 and India 188, and they skittled out Australia at 107. Imagine.
Wow.
And Hazare, who's primarily a batsman, took 4 for 29. He bowled medium pace, he bowled leg spin, he could bowl a lot of variety. So Fadkar on debut scored that 51. Then India in their second innings were 61, 60 odd for 7. And then the match was rained off. But it could
Okay.
have very well been India's first test victory, and against the team of
The
Australia,
Invincibles, as we know, the Invincibles.
which they came to know, came to be an year later,
Okay.
8 months later. So it was a bad pitch. Then the pitches were uncovered. So that was a very big challenge. And though it favored India also, or else Hazare couldn't have taken 4 wickets for 29. He was a good bowler, but he was not uh, a wicket taking bowler. This test is very famous for Browning, if you get what I'm saying. It was for the first time in the match when Medu Mankad ran Bill
Marketing.
Brown
Oh,
The
the
marketing
for,
Mankand.
incident.
The Mankand came into play. Very nice.
yeah. So this happened, and there was a lot of hue and cry created. But none other than Don Bradman had defended Vinu Mankad. It's on record, it's on print, you can search on the net. What Bradman had said is Brown was trying to gain unfair advantage by backing up too far. And well within the rules, Mankad ran him out. I do not feel that this is unsportsmanlike or anything. Again, Mankad had warned Brown that you're backing up too far and I'll do this. So, whatever this Mankading and all business, I don't like it being called Mankading.
Yeah.
I have written it in many places that it should be called Browning, because Brown was the one who got out. Brown was the one who tried to gain that unfair advantage. And Brown himself was not at all angry at Mankad or anything of that sort. So, I mean, we have a habit of sensationalizing things. The greats don't do it. During the same time, Bradman became the first non-Englishman to score 100 first-class hundreds.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
And it was it was in a first-class match. And Lala Amarnath had seen that it's how do you call it? I mean, it's a great moment for Bradman. Bradman himself too was not very not fluent at that point of time. He must also have been anticipating that moment. So Amarnath brought in Gogumal Kishan Chand to bowl,
Okay.
who was never a bowler. I mean, कभी डाला नहीं था bowling फिर भी. So Bradman saw a new batsman. Bradman fundamentally used to keep his wicket intact and then score runs fast. So Bradman's primary instincts took hold. He played Kishan Chand's first few deliveries with utmost respect and defended them. And then with his favorite stroke, he pulled it on square leg, and then his 100th 100 happened. In the same match, Khokon Sen was the wicket keeper, and Bradman, I think it must have been Ghulam Ahmed. I forget the name of the fielder.
Mhm.
So he was standing at square leg. Bradman was an excellent puller of the ball. So at Amarnath's bowling, Bradman pulled him, and the ball just flew over the head of the square leg. And then Amarnath took the square leg a bit behind, and he tried bowling the same ball. When the square leg went behind, Bradman went behind and just turned behind and told Kokon said, "Now look, I'll play the same shot and it will again fly just over his head." This happened thrice. And then Bradman tells Kokon said, "Now you better concentrate on your keeping or your concentration will waver." So those few kinds of things. So normally
Nice.
the first two tests are always bad for India in Australia.
Yeah.
It has
Mm.
been historically proved. Third test was a bit more evenly fought. Australia made close to 400. I forget the exact score. Then India declared around 100 runs behind. Lala
And how?
Amarnath was a very aggressive captain.
Yeah.
Vinu Mankad made his first 100 in Test cricket. He made 116. He was the kingpin of the innings. Bradman made 132. And in reply, Australia again made runs very fast in only 65 overs. They had made 250 plus. Bradman scored a century again, the only time when he scored a century in both innings of the Test match. And then India, being greenhorns, haven't played in Australia much, got a shot out for 125. So India lost that test. The only test India actually did not lose, let's say, in this tour was the test which was rained off in Sydney.
I believe we had a very good session with you, and uh, we learned a lot about the first India Australia
Ever tour.
series. Yeah, the
The rivalry.
Indian tour of Australia. It was very nice, sir.